The bitch says we're recording, so share screen. In 3, 2, 1. Jackpot. This fucking piece of shit.
Live from Studio 537, this is the Duder Podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, live from a sweltering hot Beats Lab at Studio 537. You're tuned to another installment of the Duder Podcast. Back in the lab tonight due to lingering thunderstorms, which I hear all around me, all kinds of thunder, and Teak made fun of me because she thought it was my first thunderstorm. And hey, I like thunderstorms. What do you want me to do about it? I think they're cool as hell. YouTube can see who's here in case you're just listening. Joined tonight by the regular crew. That's what I'm gonna start calling you three, the regular crowd. That's what I'm gonna start calling you guys. We got Teak, we got Elvis, and we got Recty in the house on this Father's Day edition of the Duder Podcast. Now, last year, we didn't do an episode. We skipped it. Must have had more important things to do. But wishing all the fathers out there a happy Father's Day. I know I sent out a mass bunch of texts this morning wishing a happy Father's Day. Father's Day is a day that, because I feel like a lot of times dads don't get recognized enough. And, you know, I, for one, yesterday spent the day car shopping with my daughter, the youngest. That was not fun. I did not enjoy it. What's that, Steve?
It sounds like a good time.
No, it in fact was not a good time. It was excruciating to say the least. So yeah, happy Father's Day edition of the Duder Podcast. Next week's going to be neat, and I was just telling the crew about this. Next week's going to be neat because Elvis, who's on vacation starting tomorrow, this is how dedicated Elvis is to the podcast, okay? He's going to be doing the pod next Sunday live from Myrtle Beach. Now, if that doesn't get you excited about this podcast, I frankly don't know what could possibly get you excited. If Elvis is willing to set aside his time on vacation, then we should have a full house here every night. Elvis, do you want to chime in on that?
I think I'll be in my Speedo, I imagine.
I was just going to ask if you wear clothes.
Might be on the lazy river. I might be parasailing. I don't know.
So in preparation for your vacation, have you been working out, you know?
Yeah.
Have you been doing some push-ups and shit, or?
No, just
squats.
Yeah, squats and curls for the girls. That's about it.
Some burpees.
Well, get that booty up for the squats.
Yeah. Get that frog ass just a riveting.
That is hilarious. So that'll be fun. That'll be a fun time for Elvis next week.
Let me tell you a
Maybe.
little story about last night. I'm out with my girls and we're at this bar called Arena in Fort Wayne. And I'm watching the last of the Brooklyn game. I don't know who's playing. I don't know. Brooklyn and who
The
are
Nets?
they playing?
Brooklyn
They got
and
beat by Milwaukee.
Milwaukee. Okay, the Bucks. Yeah, the Bucks. And I don't even know what's going on. All of a sudden I look down and Elvis's face is on my phone. So he must have FaceTimed me and I must have accidentally picked up. How long were you on the phone before I even noticed?
You FaceTimed me.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh, now
And
the story's out.
That's funny.
And I'm set. If it's a shocker, Duder Nation, I'm sitting on the throne at home, getting ready to get in the shower. And I'm like, of all times for my sister to FaceTime me, I'm taking a crap.
That's so
Well,
funny.
the bad thing is you answered.
Well, it was late, so when she calls that late, I'm like, well, maybe something's wrong. So I was
I
like,
got you.
I answer it. Nobody's she's not even picking up or anything. Then she's like, oh, hey Elvis, what are you doing? I'm like, you called me. And she's like, oh, well, we're all in here in the bathroom, going to the bathroom. I'm like, hey, and I showed her, and I am too. Showed her the big old colossal turd in the toilet.
Elvis got to see the inside of a girl's bathroom for the first time in his life. There was like random girls saying hi to him.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
yeah.
Trust me, that
Yeah.
wasn't the first time.
I wasn't even drunk. I must have just pressed buttons and didn't know. Thank goodness it was you and it wasn't like my boss or something.
Yeah,
God,
yeah. That's probably thankful.
that's good
But
stuff.
it was pretty good. I was gonna FaceTime her when I was in the shower, but I thought that'd be kind of weird.
No, not at all. Not at
No?
all. No. She would have picked up.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'd have puked.
Oh.
I'll never pick up a FaceTime from you again. Or actually,
oh my.
Sorry, I just heard something really insane outside.
Scroat's first thunderstorm going down.
oh my God.
It's
So
called
good.
it's called
Listen.
rain.
When you live in the middle of a cornfield, sometimes you have nightmares about the Wizard of Oz. Okay. I
Who
really
lives
don't
in the
want my
middle of a
house lifted up.
cornfield?
Well,
Who
there's
lives in the
wheat
middle of a
there
corn-
this year. There's wheat
live
there
in
this year.
You live in fucking town.
I was gonna say, don't you live
Dude.
in town?
Yeah, but there's wheat right in my backyard. I live in the middle of a field.
Well, that's not the middle. Then you live on the edge.
Okay, sorry. My back
Is-
property line, there's wheat
Is-
there. Okay.
And you got a highway in the front of you.
Hey Elvis, I've got some good
Yeah.
news for you.
He's living off the grid. He's living off the grid.
Yeah.
Off the grid.
No neighbors for miles.
Yeah.
Except for
Elvis.
the guy 25 feet next door.
I
You can wave at him.
I do have some podcast news real quick. Sorry to interrupt. But Elvis will be proud to know that Curtis and Kirsten had their baby last Sunday night at like 11 11:50 or 11:21 last Sunday night. So as we were
Nice.
dropping the
Awesome.
pod last night, Kirsten
Last
had
week. Last week.
last week. Now the longest pregnancy in the history of the world is now over.
Wow.
We've got a 8-pound, 2.2 ounce baby girl. She's not
Jesus.
6'4". She's
And
not
six-
6'4".
6 of the
20 and
pounds is
three-
her head.
20 and yeah, 6 of it's her head. And her name is Ada Jane Metz. So Ada Jane, welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the family. She is a
Our new-
looker. I'll say that,
our
like
new-
your sister.
She's our newest beat at.
She is.
He'd
And I
probably show up more than Kurt would.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
doubt it.
God, I hope she's
So-
a Notre Dame fan or a Michigan fan. That's all I
Well,
want.
She'll be
Well,
brainwashed
I
to be
asked-
a Buckeye fan.
I asked Kurt last Sunday. He texted me last Sunday night. I texted him back and said, "Will a 7 1/8 Mets hat fit her?" And he said, "Not quite." But you never know. That kid's probably got to have a gourd on her.
Give her time.
So congratulations to them. Maybe, hopefully, now Curtis doesn't have an excuse. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now
His
he doesn't
oldest
quite
one
have
is
the
so-
excuse.
His oldest
Huh?
daughter is stinking cute.
I know.
I'm sure this little one's going to be a cutie pie.
No,
Yeah.
Kurt don't make ugly babies.
No.
It's not in his DNA.
Well, I think his wife's going to get a little more credit than he is.
Probably about 99.3%.
Yeah, 99.3.
But
You were Canada.
but
I was going 99.9.
but Tis did all the work, guaranteed. He did
Yeah.
Tis,
making it.
Tis was pregnant for 9
No,
months.
he did all the work to make the pregnancy.
Oh, did he?
Yep.
You know, I really don't. I just can't see Kurt. I can't see Curtis doing the work.
Yep.
I
he
really,
did it.
I just don't buy it.
Elvis knows.
Yep.
What were
He's a
you there
worker.
running camera? Were you there running
Yep.
camera?
He was
I-
peeking in the window.
I was in the closet.
Gross.
Oh God. I see you.
That
Oh my
is
goodness.
great stuff. That's great stuff.
Were you giving him pointers?
Yeah.
Yeah, not that way. It ain't gonna work.
That's good stuff. All right, let's go to the news.
Two Music Studio.
Shit, my bad. Teak. We never talked about who's doing the news tonight.
You're up, Stroke.
What a bunch of fucking amateurs. And you know what? I'm going to drop so many bombs tonight because I was so good last week. I was such a good boy. I'm dropping bombs like Hiroshima this week.
I think we all did pretty good last week.
I think we
Yes,
really
sir.
did. Hey, here's an interesting news bit that I wanted to bring up tonight. The OHSAA moving the football state championships to Canton through the 2023 season. I can't remember when we were talking about this, where they had them at, but I was reading this past week that they want to move them to Canton because they want to incorporate the Hall of Fame into the state championships. Anybody's got any thoughts on that?
They, I think that they had them there for, I think when we were in school, it was at Canton, McKinley, and Columbus. So I think they're just reverting back to Canton.
Yeah, I think that they were, and what I was reading is that for the while they were trying to move them around the state a little bit more. But yeah, through the 2020, starting with this season, the 2021 season. So for the next the next 4 seasons, they're moving the state championships to the Hall of Fame Stadium.
Farrah Fawcett Stadium.
Is that what it's called?
Yep.
Interesting.
Not-
Teak, you got
not
anything?
called?
Not Farrah Fawcett. It's called Fawcett Stadium.
Yeah,
Oh,
Farrah. I just added Farrah.
I figured. Teak, you got anything?
nice
No,
job.
nobody's gonna know except for old people what Farrah Fawcett is. Did you guys know that 1 in 8 men say that they could win? It's 12% of men that took the survey said that they could win a game. 1 in 8 men say they could win a point in a game tennis against 23-time Grand Slam winner Serena Williams. Do you guys think you could win a point
Whatever.
against Serena
Hell
Williams?
no.
Yeah. Not a chance.
Nope.
You'd never even touch her serve.
I'd be
Nope.
running
I-
like I do.
No way.
12% of
No, I-
men actually think that they could win a point against Serena.
No way.
Serena's daughter, they probably couldn't even win a point against Serena's daughter. Have you ever seen her playing with her daughter? Like it's the cutest thing. in the
No,
world.
No.
Do they know? Have they ever seen her serve? Oh my God. They probably couldn't even see the ball, let alone return it.
What was the
No.
percentage? 12% of men?
Yeah. 1 in 8 men.
I
That's
guess I'm gonna
how.
look at, if they're adding male tennis players into it.
I really don't know, like, if where
It
the
doesn't-
survey came from or where it was
Right.
or who took
Like,
it.
is it 1 in 8 people from Hicksville, Ohio, men? Then no. Right.
Do you get if she does? I think the only way I could get is if she double faulted those times.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only way.
Now,
Just
if it
stick
was
your
my
arm out.
serve, maybe. Because I'd give her one of my lob serves.
Have you ever
And then
played
she
tennis?
smacked you in the
Joe?
face with it.
Yeah, I play tennis. I don't play anymore. I used to. Still got my racket.
You probably couldn't even
Strip.
return. You probably couldn't even hit the ball. Like, she's so fast and so strong that
Yeah. I
No, I'm
wouldn't
just
even
saying that
try
would be
it.
the only chance. That would be the only chance I could possibly have of even.
You know, you give her what is it called, a forehand shot. But I think the racket would probably go flying out of your hand because the ball hit it so damn hard.
Oh, I wouldn't touch it. No, I'm saying
ball
she
wouldn't even
can't
go
hit it.
anywhere.
No, I'm gonna have to. She's gonna have to trip and fall or something. I have no chance.
Is this when you had your Reebok tennis pumps? Is that when you were a tennis pro?
No, I was never a tennis pro.
Strip
We used to
Sampras?
play. We used to play a little bit. We have tennis courts here in town, and we used to go down and play a little bit just to kind of stay in shape. But no, I haven't played in probably 3 years. But I still have a racket and stuff. I just don't, because our park is so jank that we have a chain link fence as the net, not a net. So
Huh.
12% of men are, I would
Regular.
say maybe there's probably
1%.
less than 100 guys that could do it.
So
And they all
0.12%.
play professional tennis.
Right,
There's no way.
right.
I just thought that was.
Um,
Did you guys know that Lisa Leslie? You guys know who she is. She
Yeah.
You basketball player?
I saw this. Yeah, I saw this and I
You
almost
told me
died.
this yesterday.
Huh?
You
Yes.
told me this yesterday.
Yeah, she went to Inglewood Morningside High School. She once dropped 101 points in the first half of her high school game.
Holy shit.
Does
Like,
she ever think about passing the ball? Jesus.
hey, don't be Kobe in here. Don't be doing that.
This is crazy.
Maybe no one else could shoot.
Well, maybe not.
101 points in the first half.
How do you get that many shots off?
I don't even think I scored 101 points my entire life.
I'm going to
Well, how
bet you that
long-
I don't think the four of us even scored 100 points in our lives.
Definitely
How long-
never.
How long is a half of a high school basketball game?
Girls?
I think it's
Girls?
16 minutes.
Is
I
it
think
8
it's
minutes a quarter? Yeah.
8 minute. I think 8-minute quarters.
So 100 points in 16 minutes.
You got to be, she's got to be
101.
Did you even
cherry picking
shoot?
the entire time.
Could you even shoot the ball 101 times?
I couldn't even make it enough to score
I know.
101 points.
That'd be 50.
You'd have to
Oh.
cherry pick.
Yeah, she couldn't have missed one then.
Even if you have 50 layups, you're going to miss at least one, if not
Yeah.
more. Wow.
Imagine then you get tired.
Yeah.
After 3, I get tired.
Give me about a solid 2 and I'm tired.
That's just incredible though.
Yes, that's amazing.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, T, go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. You can do one more and then I have one more.
No, you go ahead because mine's podcast news. So you go ahead.
Oh. This is a question.
Uh-oh.
If you got a carry in an NFL game, could you get 1 yard?
Fuck no. I'd fumble it
Nope.
in the fucking backfield.
I would
Well,
be
the, worst
like,
part is the worst part is you start
the-
so far back.
It
Yeah.
depends whose offensive line it would be.
No, it
in your
doesn't.
prime. In your prime.
And I could do it right now. Fuck yeah, I could.
Nah,
Get
uh-oh.
one fucking
Bullshit.
yard.
Bullshit.
Yes. 1 yard.
You start once a running back starts 7 yards off the ball.
Yep.
No way.
Can I be
If I-
fullback and run 44 dive?
Yep.
Then yes, I can get a
Still-
yard. Then yes, I can get a
still-
yard.
It's still not happening.
I'd
If I
just
can
be
get
like,
behind the guard, or if I can get behind the guard, I can get a yard.
I would let Khalil
Bring it
Mack totally just kill me, and I would be happy. I'd die happy.
I
I'd
just
I
just
get
try it just
behind-
for that.
If I could get behind Quentin Nelson, yes, I could get a yard. Yeah. But
Yep, I
Call
can get it.
shenanigans.
the defense can't blitz.
Yep. It's got to be
Okay.
a 4-man front. That's got to be a 3-man front.
They got to be in a nickel. I'm sorry, a dime. They got to be in a dime. They can't blitz, and I'm getting
And they
behind
can only-
Quentin Nelson is right in front.
They
of
can
me.
only crawl, they can't run.
Yeah.
They can only be on their knees.
Yeah, they stay on their knees to do it.
2-hand touch.
Come on.
Don't touch me. I would be like, I can't. But
Shit, I did that in high school.
Yeah.
what, the knees part?
No, I ran away as
Yeah.
fast as I could.
The knees part.
I once,
After you're
I
screaming blue 69.
my freshman year, I returned a punt about 30 yards that got called back because Twink clipped somebody. And the only reason I end up with it, because we had two guys back deep, Nick Costello and I, and neither one of us wanted it. And we bumped into each other. I caught it, started to go one way, took off the other way and made it around the corner. But I was running so fast because I was scared shitless. So, and I was screaming,
But-
get away, get away, get away.
You're probably being pushed by your farts.
Oh no.
You're
Some-
shitting yourself.
All I know is some guy grabbed me from behind and just freaking flung me out of bounds. It was pretty bad. But luckily, Greg Miller, you can always count on Greg to clip somebody,
Oh, twinkle toes.
Yeah, no. You got anything else for us, Teak?
That's it.
Sweet deal. Well, last week's episode netted us 18 plays. That's pretty soft, pretty disappointed. But when I went to
That is soft.
YouTube, let me ask you this. Some people are watching the part 2 more than part 1. Wait. They're watching part 1 and not finishing. So part 1 got 26 plays, part 2 got 22. Now here's the deal. We make no money off of part 2. So, folks, if you're going to watch YouTube, watch part 1. Part 1 has no copyright infringements, so we don't have to worry about that. But part 2, yeah, if you just listen to the damn thing on your podcast, that'd be great. But
Where is this? Yeah.
no, you're fine, bud. What's up?
Where's all this pull from Wayne Trace at? These are 4 high school
Yeah.
girls.
Are they all in?
I mean,
Are they all on
18 people?
vacation or something?
I mean, we don't even get that many parents to listen to it.
Total disappointment.
Yeah, they got to bring more heat than that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, when we do the football preview, Wayne Trace needs to step back up to the plate because we're going to bring their coach on, and I hope that they try a little bit harder. We have week 1 of the football preview, which is July 25th. We have our coaches locked in. Okay. Since the Aces are the home team, they're going first. Elvis locked in Lucas Smith for that episode, and I locked in Jason Hale. So week 1 will feature Hicksville and Antwerp. I'm kind of getting excited about this.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's almost football season.
Week 2, we are aiming for Edgerton and Tenora. I've got an email out to Brody Flagel, and Dougie Fresh is apparently working on getting us Kenny Kraus. I haven't
Who's
talked to
Edgerton?
Dougie in a few
Who's Edgerton?
days, so
Who's Edgerton's coach?
Brody Flagel.
You sent him an email.
Yeah, I sent him an email through the school because, man, it was really tricky.
Okay.
I had to
got
like
a
submit.
buddy-
I had to
Right.
submit a request. Well, Elvis Jake North is the trainer there, so
Okay.
and he's Elvis's buddy. So they're gonna take
Okay.
care. We'll get him locked in.
Family.
No concerns there.
All right.
We'll get
Yeah,
him
that's
next
right. He's
week.
family. Yeah,
I'll
so
talk to
not
him.
real worried about it, but yeah, looking forward to it. It's starting to put itself together. Also, I want to take a little minute here to lock in the Elvis versus the GMC
Oh, God.
because we really got to start getting ready to schedule that thing. So the 4 events, we're going to cap it right here at 4. Okay. You're going to bat against Luke Krause, 3-point
Oh,
shootout
God.
with Jagger, football throw against
Mhm.
Dougie Rakes, and you're still going to high jump Gracie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So there are the 4 events. Okay. We got to start getting ready to schedule them. Elvis and I will get together and we'll start scheduling those, and those should be some fun supplemental episodes. And I have also locked in our 2nd anniversary episode date, which is going to be September 26th. Why does that date familiar? 26th. Hey, when's your dad's birthday? 23rd? Okay, that's what I was thinking. All right.
24th.
So we're locking us
24th.
in.
Grandma
24th?
Judy's is the 23rd.
Yeah.
Okay. We're locking it in. So the 2nd anniversary episode, I'm going to start putting that together too. That's always a fun one. If you didn't get a chance to listen to our 1-year anniversary podcast, we had so much fun that night. And it's going to be, we're a year older, and it's going to be even more fun, I think. But all right. That's all I have for the news. What are you doing, Beavis?
Making funny faces.
Hey, I wanted to send out a belated happy birthday to John DeVore too. Yesterday? Friday?
Yesterday.
Yesterday, I
You
think
mean-
it was
You mean John the No Show?
John,
that's
no
what I was
show.
thinking.
John show up one time and no show again, DeVore. I'm guessing I didn't text him for this one. He shares a birthday with Jake DeGrom, so I'm thinking he probably didn't want to hear me talk about it. So
Gross.
I actually want to know which one you'd suck off first.
DeVore or DeGrom?
Yeah.
Definitely
That's a tough one.
DeGrom. He's got more money.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to
Probably.
follow the money.
Hey, by the way, Vis,
You're gonna be dirty, Mom.
Boy.
Follow
Good
you
black-
while we're on the topic of getting effed in the A, Kyle Schwarber just fucking killed the Mets this weekend.
Did he?
5 home runs in 2 days.
Really?
Hit
Really?
2 yesterday and a double in 1 game, and he hit 3 earlier today.
Wow.
That's more
That's
than
not
the
too bad.
Cubs. That's more home runs than the Cubs hit against the Mets this week.
Yeah.
That's just by him. How's come you guys got rid of him?
I guess they wanted too much money, I guess. I don't know. But he got 10 million, and I think we paid Jack Peterson 10 million. Who knows? Who knows? I have no idea.
Well, Schwarber kind of borders on a guy without a position, doesn't he?
Yeah,
I
well,
mean-
he played left field. He played left field majority of the year. That's what Peterson's playing left, center, and right. So I think they wanted a guy that could platoon about anywhere in the outfield.
Didn't Schwarber come up as a catcher, correct?
Yeah,
Was he just not a very good catcher, or
no, not. I think he only caught maybe a handful of games.
could he have played
And then-
third?
Well, we had Chris Bryant.
And then you got that dude behind him. What's that guy's? What's his name?
Patrick Wisdom,
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
but they just picked him up this year.
Oh, really? I thought maybe he was up in the farm or something.
No, hell, he came up, I think, through the Cardinals organization, and they dropped him. The Cubs got him.
Gotcha.
But no, I think Schwarber only played maybe 5-10 games at the most. I think mainly in the minor leagues. I think he did a couple times in the majors, but I mean, Wilson Contreras was the next coming of the catcher. So they kind of got him just for his bat, and then Wilson Contreras, I think, was a third baseman converted into a catcher. I believe.
Yeah, I just couldn't figure out. I know Schwarber was, I know he struggled at first in the outfield, didn't he? Pretty bad.
Yeah. I mean, he's not. He has a hell of an arm, but his judging fly balls is still suspect. But
2 days in a row,
Well,
that son of a bitch hit leadoff home runs. That's all I know.
did he? Is he leading off for him too? Huh?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
there. He's leading off. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. But yeah, he's a bitch. He is. He just tortured us all weekend.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to take a little break here. Come back. We're going to talk some college football when we get back. You've been listening to the Duder Podcast.